So you may need a partner or partners for your business, but how do you decide who is going to make for a good partner? Well, choosing partners can be tricky, but it doesn't have to be. So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can use the 2x2 that we're going to define in a minute to select partners with ease and confidence. Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's happy and healthy and doing well. And so today, we're going to go over the partner selection grid. And just to be clear about it, we're talking about selecting business partners here, not life partners. I may decide to make a separate video about how to choose life partners that has different variables and could prove a little controversial, but that's not what this video is about. Here we're talking about business partners. And as always, we need to start by deciding which two axes or dimensions of variables, whatever we want to call it, are the most important ones, because clearly that's going to have a lot to do with the quality of our decision here. And the two axes of the partner selection grid are competence and trust. And competence and trust means exactly what you would expect them to mean. Competence: does the person have the competence and the skills to do the job and do it well, to meet the needs of your business? And trust: well, do you trust that person? Can you trust them? How much do you trust them? Do you trust them with your money? Do you trust them with your reputation? If something happened to you, would you trust them to be guardians for your children? And the order in which we normally discuss the four quadrants on this channel is bottom left, which is frequently a bad place to be, the red quadrant. We don't want to be there. Top right, which is usually the best case, the Goldilocks scenario. And those two are usually non-brainers, and that leaves us with the two yellow quadrants, which are frequently both more interesting and more challenging, bottom right and top left. And in this case, jumping into the partner selection grid or matrix, the bottom left quadrant is simple. Low competence, low trust, you don't want that person to be your partner. Case closed. Top right, the Goldilocks quadrant. Your potential partner is highly competent and you have a high level of trust in them. Congratulations. Go and do great things together. And let me know what you've done. What about the yellow quadrants? Well, the answer is that you need a minimum of both competence and trust. But competence and trust are not equally important. And that is actually a very important point. Competence and trust are not equally important. Skills and competence is something that people can learn if they have a base to start with and the right attitude. Trust, on the other hand, is non-negotiable. People are sort of either trustworthy or they're not, and they need to have a minimum of trust, or you need to have a minimum of trust in them, and that minimum threshold should not be a low one. If you don't trust someone, you need to walk away from them. And so for that reason, bottom right is much better than top left. Bottom right doesn't work if the person has no competence, but assuming that they have a minimum level of competence and the willingness to learn, and you have a high level of trust in them, that can actually be okay, assuming you have a clear conversation about the changes that need to happen and the learning that needs to happen with regards to that person level of competence. Top left is a no-no. Competent crooks do not make for good partners. And remember, even crooks expect other crooks to be, well, trustworthy, or they don't work with them. Remember the saying about the honor among thieves? Yeah, that's right. Regardless of the business you're in, you need to be able to trust your partners in crime. So there we have it. And to wrap it up, top right, congratulations, go for it, assuming you're sure. Let me know of your successes. Bottom left, walk away. There is really nothing to talk about here. Bottom right, not at the very bottom, but close to the middle line if the person has a base level of competence and a willingness to learn and you can trust them, go for it. There is potential here. assuming the two of you have a clear understanding of the learning that needs to take place. Bottom left, no. Don't deal with people you can't trust, no matter how competent they are. They may in fact turn out to be very competent at fleecing you, if nothing else. So trust dominates competence. Always. It's that simple. And with that, we covered another 2x2 that you can use in your everyday life. I hope you find it useful. Let me know in the comments below. And also, if there are other issues and other decisions that you'd like me to cover in future 2x2 decision videos, please let me know. And with that, hope you've enjoyed this video. Be well, take good care, and we'll see you soon.